Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Klonoa 2 Dream Champ Tournament. This first part was done in post-commentary, because 3-7 was so hard to do. So we want to use the Flying Moo to get these two Dreamstones, and then we want to drop down here to get the next three. This lower path is the only path you need to take. Don't take the upper one. Now we need to get up here. There are two chests above us. Let's go through them, grab this Flying Moo, break the chest down to the right, go up here, hit this platform, land on that platform there too, double jump with that guy, grab him on the way down, double jump with him to get these Dreamstones. You're done with the first section. And of course you need to use the jumpy guy to get over here. Anyway. Get rid of this guy. Get the Dreamstones. Keep going right, grab the Dreamstones, grab the key. Make sure you float so that way you can make it to the other side safely. Grab the Goomy, jump to this guy, hold right. When you're right next to the chest, throw the guy who's taking you up there to get the Dreamstone there. Use the Flying Moo to get up here like so. Yes, you will have to throw it into the arrows in order to get everything, including the Sunstone. We're going to grab this guy, launch yourself through all these chests, get those last two Dreamstones, and then we jump into cannon and we end this. Visions 4, 5, and 6 of Eastern Desert, they seem rather tame in comparison to 7, 8, and 9. As a result, because 7 was so hard to do while talking at the same time, I decided to do this part in post-commentary. And here's your art, which I actually keep on screen for a couple seconds, because I remembered that I was doing post-commentary. Get a sip of tea there. Leave it on there just a little longer, and there we go. And now we've opened up 3-9. I'll see you on the other side when I do live commentary. Welcome back! I forgot to press record on Audacity, so this part is also in post-commentary. Go me! But now that we've taken care of Vision 3-7, it's time to take on Vision 3A. Hopefully, I figure out what I need to do. So, there are some Dreamstones on the upper right there. We need to use this Flying Moo to get to them. And of course, you're going to have the double jump, and while you double jump, you throw the Flying Moo downwards towards the arrows. And you'll also have to do that again to get out. And of course I do take this with me, thinking I may need it. I really don't. Not very much. Now to the left is one of those things that we can use to absorb monsters, and to the right is a thing that we need to absorb anyway. We need to move that arrow to the left, throw this guy, catch him, throw that into the monster there, throw it in the air so it hits the monster. And we need to throw this guy downward, and then take this Flying Moo and throw it into our new friend to make him blue. Throw this downward, catch it, and from here we need to go look for a blue jewel that we need to throw this at. There it is. Throw it right there, we're good. And of course use a Flying Moo to get all those things. I scoped the room out one more time. Thankfully, I missed nothing. And now it is time to go down to the second section. We're going to have to throw something over to that switch. It will probably explode. And it will make that, or rather, it will hit that button and trigger the things. And here's a message from Popka. How's it going? My rival can't get through any of the traps. Looks like I'll do okay. I'll wait for you at the goal. Popka. Alright, so Popka's doing well so far, but we need to do well too if we want to get out of here. So let's hit this arrow so it goes up. And we need to throw this downward so we can get all the Dreamstones, and we need to be careful not to get blown around. This is especially important for when you want to get all the Dreamstones and get this extra life. Now, by moving around, you may knock that out of the wind. That's okay. As long as you're able to get it over here, which is pretty easy to do, that's fine. Make sure that arrow is facing upwards, throw the down arrow at it, then you want to grab this boomy and throw it at the up arrow, throw it at the blue arrow, so that way it explodes and hits that down arrow with the explosion before it hits zero, so you can get the first moonstone. Also, now if you hit the switch, you can go up here and continue on. Just like that. Now, this one's a little hard to do. You gotta set up these 4 blocks so that way explosions travel around and hit all 3 of these buttons at once. Setting everything up is the easy part. The hardest part is setting this up and throwing the boomy in a way so that you can do all this without blowing yourself up. And I didn't do it correctly, so I'm going to have to do this all over again. I do know you have to throw the booby down to the right of the chain. So you got to be able to do that and hit all of the arrow blocks so that way you can hit all 3 of the blue switches at once to open the door to the next section. But you also got to set up these blocks at the same time in a way so that you can easily lay the boomy down without hurting yourself and without having to restart all this. And sorry about that, I just had to reposition my earbuds because I'm wearing earbuds and the headset at the same time, because if I don't wear the earbuds, you will hear an echo in the recording, like the game audio, like the game recording audio will echo. So sorry about that in case you heard some rustling sound of some sort. I'm also beginning to notice that you can kind of hear my chair creak in these videos as well. I'm going to try not to move around a whole bunch as I do all this. And I realize I messed that up, so there's that. You do not lay the things directly. Well, you do not have to lay the down arrow directly above that one switch. You have to get that up arrow all the way to the right as you can go. And here, I didn't think I was going to make it, but thankfully I did. I got it just close enough to both of them so that I could trigger all this. I then scanned the room one more time, then realized, hey, I do have everything. Now, we need to absorb some enemies to break 2 blue gem barriers. One of them, you'll have to get rid of the wind. The other one, I'm guessing you will need the wind to get. Also, don't forget those dream jewels there, or those dream stones rather. You will need them. And it took me a while to figure this out while I was doing post commentary, in which I was kinda doing more concentration than actually talking, because I forgot what I needed to do. And for one of them, the bottom one of these blue barriers, to get the bottom one, you want to have the arrow go up, and then you want to go down to the lower left corner, throw this thing at the other, and then boom, you got this. This is how you get the sunstone for this level. Now for this one, you have to have the wind off, but at the same time, or rather you have to have the wind on, but at the same time, you're still gonna have to I guess turn it off in order to do that. That's what I'm beginning to believe anyway. However, I did have the wind turned off, so I threw this here and messed it up because I thought I was messing it up. What I need to do is have the wind turned off. I need to reverse the order, and while I'm waiting for the thing, the monster whose name I've already forgotten, to return to me the first or the second time around, I have to hit that switch, like so, and then I have to absorb this. Unfortunately, I messed this up, and I have to do it one more time. Now I remember what I need to do. I had to have this off. So I throw it to the one on the left. Miss entirely. So I have to make sure the wind's turned off. So here's what you have to do. You have to have the wind turned off. Throw this at the flying moo on the left. Really? I messed it up that many times? I've just recorded this and I've forgotten. Have the wind turned off. Throw this left. Hit the switch. Throw it to this guy. Make sure the arrow is up. Use the wind to get up here and break this barrier. You'll get the second moonstone. You can also hit the switch while throwing at the second guy and you can still be okay. I recommend doing it that way. Now to get back, I believe you have to have the arrow facing left. Throw a flying moo down on the arrow with the flying moo, and then you can get over here. Use the down arrow to get those. Now for this one, you must have the door closed. You must not have the third and last moonstone. Make a big jump to the left with this up arrow, and as soon as you start coming down, you want to do the double jump and then float to get that big dreamstone. If you get the third moonstone, you will miss out on those. Once the door's open, you can't get them. You will miss out on an S rank. Nagaga. The next stage is a race. Try to hold off your rival with cannons and beat him through the ruins to the goal. Naga. Boomy's the only enemy here. We just need to throw these down, and the correct thing you need to use is up, then down, and then left. After that, it's just a matter of waiting until those things are set up. Then I throw the Boomy to the right. We should be good. We're gonna get everything, and we are going to get the door open. And yeah, that's the part in live commentary where I tell you, you open that door, you get that third moonstone, which is all the way to the lower left, and you didn't get all of the dreamstones in a room, you're going to miss out on those dreamstones, which I amazingly call dream jewels, and you're going to miss out on that S rank. So get the jewels, or rather get the dreamstones before you get the moonstone. Otherwise, you are doing this all over again just to get that S rank. And here we are. Here's that S rank. Thankfully. Alright. That is Vision 3-8 done. Now it's time for versus Gomaroth. Nagagaga. This is a maze of ruins. Make it through before your rival. Use the cannons to slow him down and beat him to the goal. To advance, You must look for the jewel key. Naga. So you're my opponent this time, right? I guess I'm winning so far. Drats! The real test begins now! Hey, you started early! And I'm going to skip ahead because in this first attempt, I messed up really, really badly. And I didn't get my S rank. Be right back! Yeah, you can see why I messed that up pretty bad. I will show this off. Because we are going to see what this piece of artwork looks like. And we have the World 3 illustration at last. You did it! Here's the illustration for World 3. There are many puzzles in the ruins. They're really hard even for me. Huh? You say that... No! No, 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 no! 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 I've run out of no's. Game, stop, please. Wow. The game just had to just mock you at this point. Klonoa wins! Wahoo! Double drats! Defeated competitors exit that way. How did you all do? I won too! Only because the other guy messed up. Luck is a strength too, you know. What about you, Chipple? Uh-oh. Don't tell me you didn't make it. I got lots of great hints from you, Klonoa, but I'm so ashamed. Hints? The shortcuts, the puzzle solutions, nothing worked for me. I lost all my confidence. Hey, hold on. What are you talking about? Huh? You know, all those messages. Klonoa? I hate lukewarm friendships, man. How much you want to bet that since Gans is standing behind what looks like a wall or a pillar or something, that he's trying to drive a wedge between Klonoa and Chipple? I mean, just look at that pose. You know he's doing something. You know he's up to something. How much you want to bet he's driving a wedge between them? And by beating Eastern Desert, we go on to round 3, which is the Southern Resort. And we're going back there because I want to show off how to get through Vision 3-9 for real this time. If live commentary attempt me would just press start, there we go. And of course, there is Vision EX3, but we're not going there because we can't do anything there. Instead, we are going back to versus Gomaroth. Look at that ugly C rank. Let's make it a nice, pretty golden S rank instead. Why don't we? Just waiting for live commentary to tempt me, and then I'll go with the strats. Skipping the cutscene because we've seen it already. Now, we are throwing enemies around. There's a cannon down there. Sometimes there's a chest there, sometimes there isn't. And I'm beginning to believe that the placement of chests, as well as what is in what chest, is random. The cannons aren't, the enemies aren't. Yeah, that was a key the first time. A key to open the next section. Instead, that was a dreamstone. So you're gonna have to throw enemies into cannons to block Gomaroth and buy yourself some time, and at the same time open as many chests as you can. Thankfully, there are 3 sections. There are 10 dreamstones in each section. And once you open them all up, once you get all 10 dreamstones, you don't have to hunt down any more dreamstones. You just have to look for the key, which is that pink thing right there. Once you get that, once you get 10 dreamstones for the section, you're pretty much done. And yes, you do have to wait on that spike sometimes, so that way you can grab that Moomy and go over here. Whenever you open up a path to the next section, you'll be able to get a Moonstone on your way there. Also, with these 2 Goomies, you will have to jump off that second Goomy that's moving left to right and back again, and then float jump over that spike in order to get past it. Some of these chests will be empty, some of them will be in certain locations, sometimes they won't be in certain locations. And dropping straight down will keep you from being hit by the flying moo, which is a good thing, because I want to make sure that I do this with an S rank. And I'm going to throw this here one more time, and then I'm going to double jump the Boomy, make sure this blue arrow is facing upwards, because that's how we're going to get the Sunstone. Throw this right there, you'll block that bolt, or rather you'll blow up that boulder that we saw earlier. And it doesn't matter which you use. You'll probably need to break that chest anyway for a key or a dreamstone anyway. There's the Sunstone right next to that cannon. And above that cannon are the last 3 dreamstones that we needed. So we now have 20 out of 30. We're done with the dreamstone collecting here. All we need to do is just take the jumping moves all the way over here. Just keep going to the right. We've got 2 moonstones, 1 to go. And when you start the 3rd section, be sure to take all the paths at the beginning, so that way you can have them all figured out, and if there are any chests that you need to open, make sure that they get open. Also, make sure that you get all 10 of the dreamstones for each section, because if you leave a section with unfinished business, you won't be able to go back. I should also mention that in this stage, you cannot hold R and use a control pad to look around. So you're basically at the mercy of the game at that point. And we only need 3 more dreamstones, which means I don't have to open any more chests anymore. I just need to look for the 3 small green dreamstones proper that will basically make up the last of the dreamstones that I need, which means this became easier on me. Also, yes, throwing enemies at the cannons really does help. So you definitely want to do it. I mean, look at the huge lead that I got right now. I mean, you have plenty of time to beat Goramoth. You just gotta know the maze layout, and then it's just easy peasy from there, kind of. Well, as easy peasy as it'll get. And there we go. There's the S rank. Nice and proud. And no, we're not doing that joke again. We're not going to be mocked by the game again. And I almost considered starting up in Southern Resort. And I kept thinking that I didn't show off the EX3 course marker, but turns out I did. I just completely forgot. So I just go ahead and end it here in not quite so beautiful Eastern Desert. Join me next time when we take on the first 3 visions of Southern Resort. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll remember to press record in Audacity next time. Later, folks.